You are just everything that I could have ever imagined having on my team. I just love you so much.
It was fall 2017 that Janice Freeman joined Team Miley on The Voice, and they had an instant connection. Janice had battled cervical cancer and was living with lupus, and unfortunately, Janice passed away on March 2nd due to complications from pneumonia.
Yeah, Miley posted a very heartfelt tribute to Janice when she passed, and yesterday, Miley and her dad, Billy Ray, attended the memorial for Janice that was live streamed on Facebook.
Before we sing this song for Janice, I just want to clear up a rumor. I was never her coach, ever. She was always mine. I learned more from her than anyone that I've ever gotten the honor to be in the room with, not just vocally. I should have gotten more lessons than I did, but she taught me everything that I know about love. And to be here, and I had planned on singing a song for her, but just losing her is just too much for me. So, just like Dion will do with you, Hannah, my dad's gonna take care of this for me. But I'll always be your sister, and I'm here for you, and I'm here for your family. And Janice, I'll miss you more than I could ever say. So my dad's gonna do this for me. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Thank you guys so much.
So Ann says this is very sad. Ashley says Miley has grown up a lot. It seems nice to see. And yeah, it's interesting. We talk about The Voice that we don't really hear about these contestants that much after the cameras go away and that kind of thing. But really, it's interesting to see that they had such a connection after that. Because I guess, yeah, this would be about a year and a half ago that she was on the show. That's Janice there performing. They did Man, I Feel Like a Woman. But yeah, it's interesting that they had such a connection, even though we didn't really hear about Janice that much, after the show ended in terms of having, an album out or anything like that. But obviously her and Miley had this amazing connection. So it goes beyond a TV show at some point.
I think Miley does too. I really love how she came out the other side of the terrible place that she was in with all that craziness that was going on. And I like that. I like that I love her and Billy Ray's relationship. I love that, she's very much still like, my dad's going to help me out with this. I love that both of them have, even just you look at what Billy Ray went through. Yeah, he sold a ton of records and everything else, but he was a punchline for a lot of years, and raised these, Miley is obviously awesome, and she came out the other side, and I just love, she's so compassionate and honest, and I keep trying to compare Miley to anybody else, just the way she speaks about other people or about things or about her feelings or when anything happens. And I remember the way that she talked about the wildfires in Malibu, or even about her relationships, and I don't know if there's anybody else who is that genuine in that entire business. I don't know.
I think that some of the stuff we don't see in front of the cameras, like this. I mean, we didn't know what a relationship they had after The Voice ended. We always talk about these coaches just abandon these contestants after the show ends, but obviously that wasn't the case with Janice. They had this great relationship. Yeah, so Janice was only 33 when she passed away, and Siobhan says, it's a really touching tribute. Yeah, it's great that Miley went out to that too.
I love her.
Not just doing Instagram posts, actually showed up. And actually very emotional about it too. That's
the thing too, is that there's a lot of people that if you can't do an Insta story on it, it's not worth doing. Where Miley just strikes me as now as grown up, as somebody who gets it. She gets life, and she gets a lot of things.